I grew up having a lot of comments around my appearance, my nose, other features of my face. I was very insecure about my appearance for a very long time. And then, thank the Lord, I started liking myself. Not just loving myself, like I actually started liking myself, and I started liking exactly how I'm made. So I had to sit down and say, okay, God, what is going on here? What is this? What's happening here?
Featurism is shaking. And for those who do not know what Featurism is one of those isms, just like colorism, where they talk badly about dark-skinned people versus light-skinned people. Featurism has to do with features, saying that there is beauty or non-beauty in the features of the face or the body of a person. It's supposed to bring a hierarchy to beauty in whatever country that you live in. Well, Featurism is the main conversation here when it comes to Naomi Pilula, Esquire, may I add. There's a lot to this story. Let's talk about it. So this is another photo of her. This is Miss Naomi Pilula. She's from Zambia, and she works as a lawyer in the Zambian financial sector. Well, People magazine did an article because she posted a selfie saying that she got her Bantu knots going. She did a clean face routine, and she was giving the girls straight face card, period, in that last photo that I showed you. Well, when I say this photo went viral in the most negative way, people were tearing her up in the comments saying, is this AI? Saying very featurist, colorist, sexist things about her, which made her make other videos, but it made the photo go viral. Well, this was Miss Naomi with the caption saying, Happy Monday. The hair is hairing. The skin is skinning. I'm so happy. This is the Bantu knot out, okay? Freshly washed hair, okay? So even though my hair is in dire need of a retire, she probably means retwist, it still looks cute. Here's the feeling and looking cute. And I know that's right, Miss Naomi girl. I love that for us. And this is the picture that people tried to bring in a negative light. First of all, her energy. The energy reads to me happiness, joy, beauty. The skin is skinning. What blemish? Where? Because the forehead is shiny, no makeup. And it gave. But people thought that this was a time to attack a Black woman. Now, I went and looked at her page, and to me, this is a gorgeous lady. Honestly, this is a fashionista. This lady's coming with looks. Everything about her gives rich. So I'm like, y'all wish, I promise to goodness, y'all hate Black women when they love themselves, and I hate that for y'all. Because could you imagine over there loving yourself, feeling your beat, feeling your skin, no makeup? Glowing and being happy on your Monday, and people that are mad, hate themselves, their skin is not glowing. Their twist is not twisting. They're not popping like Miss Pilula. And so they decided to come down to their comments and bring the hatred within themselves to her page. I understand. I totally get it.
I don't want to mispronounce her name, but Naomi Pilula, the woman who went viral for her Afrocentric features, and people, mostly Black people, dragging her in her comment section talking about her features and stuff. Featurism is for real, and in my opinion, I always say this, I think it's bigger than colorism. And I love the way she handled this. I do. I love her confidence. I love that she loves herself. I love that she loves the way that she looks, and you can tell that she's secure in herself. She ain't let that, not only did she not let those comments phase her, she kept them up. She didn't delete them. She didn't hide off of the internet at all. She's gracefully clapping back. Oh, she's not even clapping back. She's responding to, basically, she's not even responding to them, and I love that. She's basically telling people where she's at in her head.
The first time I got comments that I felt were mean, I was taken aback because it's never happened to me and it was so new. I was kind of like, wait, what? I quickly moved from being like shocked about it and then being kind of like, But that's just so mean. Like, why would you do that to another human being? Like, that's just mean, right? I moved from that to anger. Somewhere along the lines, I decided, hey, it's my page, it's my post. So in as much as you can't control what people say on a normal basis, at the very least, I can control where they say it. I started deleting whichever comments that I felt was mean. And then I quickly became tired of that. In my moments of being angry, I did respond to one of those comments and I posted it, but I took it down. And the reason why I took it down was like, you know what? You can't control what people say. And that's true. That's true across board. You can never control what people say, right? But what it triggers in you and your response to what people are saying is just a mirror to help you to see what is in you. I grew up having a lot of comments around my appearance, my nose, other features of my face. I was very insecure about my appearance for a very long time. And then, thank the Lord, I started liking myself. Not just loving myself, like I actually started liking myself, and I started liking exactly how I'm made. So I had to sit down and say, okay, God, what is going on here? What is this? What's happening here? For me, it helped me identify a bigger problem or a bigger concern, and I think it's a concern that we should all have. I think that it's very easy, and I've been guilty of this, especially in this world of social media, to look at people's videos and posts and stuff like that and respond with derogatory remarks, or even if you don't, some of us don't even post it, but we'll think it and do that and not respond, or we just laugh. I was reminded of the scripture about how we were woven together in our mother's womb, and the fact that God saw us even before we were created. He's the one who knit us together. That tells me that every intricate detail of even my features was something that God put thought and time into, right? I sat down and it dawned on me that by laughing at a person, by laughing at what has been created, aren't you in essence laughing at the Creator? If anyone were to have an issue with that, like you don't have an issue with me, you have an issue with God who created me.
Naomi is showing the world that when people try to bring you down, you can hold your head up high and keep moving forward.
But she's not letting it affect her, how she feels about herself. And that's what a lot of us tend to do. We tend to allow people's, how they feel, how they perceive us. And we allow that to change us or make us feel insecure. And you gotta learn how to love yourself. I feel like that's a big part of security. A reason why a lot of people don't want to start their own YouTube channels is because they're afraid of what other people are gonna think of them. They're afraid people are gonna judge them. I started off as a faceless YouTuber, and I started showing my face because I'm like, on one end, yeah, the Exoticals, we started off anonymous, but then, I made a personal choice to want to show my face. They didn't have to, but it was a personal decision on me, because for so long I spent my life hiding the way that I looked, because we tend to talk about these things all the time in pretty privileged YouTube side of the streets, where we tend to hide our looks, or we tend to dim our light for other people. But and part of that, people wanting me to dim my light, it made me insecure. It made me have body dysmorphia. It made me not value myself. So, but once you start, and I'm in a different place now. I'm at a place now where I love who I am. I love myself. I'm happy with how I look and everything, and can't nobody take that away from me. I'm more secure now than I've ever been. It's to the point now where I know I've been talked about online by other YouTubers and stuff like that, but it doesn't bother me. I don't even bother to listen to it, to be honest, because I don't want that energy in my, life. I don't want nothing to mess up my creative process. I don't want nothing to, get in the way of my progress. People are going to talk about you if you're doing something. So at least they letting me know that I'm doing something, you know what I mean? But this story touched me because she is the type of woman that I've always admired, the type of people that I always admired. People who love themselves and don't care what nobody says about them. That's what I admire about the gay community. People who are bold enough to be themselves regardless of who's making fun of them. Because for so long, I was that type of person. I would get bullied in school and allow what other people say to affect me, to make me feel and look at myself how they saw me, when it was really like them projecting how they really feel about themselves onto me. There was really nothing wrong with me. Projection is real. But featurism has always been a thing in the Black community. I'm gonna play this clip real quick.
Wow.
That's great.
Same thing for you, Miss LaBelle? You didn't think you was going to be here?
No, I didn't.
Why?
Because I had an issue also with my being a Black woman with a big nose. And a friend of mine got her nose done. And I said, oh, I think I need to try that. Maybe I'll get more gigs. I tried it. I did. I had a new nose.
Was it me? You could say it. I don't care.
You came to my house.
It was me. I had a nose. I had my nose done in the early 80s.
And I
went to
dinner
her house for dinner.
With your
and
mother
she said,
everybody.
what did you do?
I said, what happened, girl? Where's your nose?
And she was like, I'm going to get one.
And I did right after I saw Stephanie.
I didn't know I didn't know neither one of y'all got nose job.
Child,
I
I
did.
had to.
And then she did. And
This wasn't
Natalie,
cute.
but God rest her. She had one
Yeah,
too.
Natalie.
All of them do it. You know all them girls do it.
Yeah, but y'all don't need it. Y'all beautiful.
But that's
I
the only
wouldn't go
thing
get
that I've ever
somebody to cut
done.
on my shit for nothing.
know?
Excuse my French.
Go ahead.
Now you can cuss.
Use all the French you want.
Yeah,
You could not cut me for Nathan.
But
And
now
if
I
you
think
don't
I
like
look
it,
like Shaka. Shaka
look at
and I
something
could be
else.
sisters.
So you never had nothing done either, Shaq?
Hell no.
They say you got a BBL.
What's that?
Tell me
A
what
butt job.
It's a Brazilian butt lift, but it's what all the young girls are doing. It's called a Brazilian butt lift.
How long has my butt been like this? My whole life.
Yes, ma'am.
Now in the 60s and 70s, they have BBL, they going on. No.
Right.
I have the same behind I've always had.
He was joking, Shaka. He
And
was
somebody's
joking.
trying to make their butt look like somebody else's within BBLs, you call them?
That's
Yes.
right. BBL.
No. That's
They look
what
like
that is.
ants.
Somebody's got it natural.
Yeah, that's why all the they
Somebody
hang like
got it
that.
natural.
Yeah.
Shaka's
No.
all her.
So hold on, Miss LaBelle, when you got the nose job, did you get more gigs? Did it change anything?
I think it did.
Really?
Because it was more pleasant to some people.
Well, more her
I mean, it was
self-esteem,
fine with
probably.
me, but when I saw my girlfriend, I said, I'm going to try that. And it
I
worked.
remember that too.
You remember? Oh, so well.
I was
And
at
I
her
didn't want
house
to
for
tell
dinner.
people that you were my inspiration because I didn't know if you wanted me to
Oh,
talk
I don't
about
care.
that.
Girl,
I
you know
didn't.
I don't care.
Well, I'm talking now.
Yes.
Okay, so
tell her.
yeah, this is my girl. I followed her. Yes, I did.
So who did you follow? Who did you follow? 'Cause
Michael.
Michael, okay, I was gonna ask
Jackson.
that. Okay.
Yeah, Michael.
So after he got it, that's when you wanted to do it?
Yes. I went to the same doctor.
Wow.
Michael took me to the
Shaka, why you about woman like that? You didn't know that?
picked me up.
She said, I didn't know.
Oh, me. Speak louder. Oh, speak louder. Michael Jackson. Yeah. That's who I followed.
Miss,
But that's such an interesting conversation because, you know, everybody's doing it now, right? Thinking that it's going to get them ahead in some way, shape, or form.
Or they just don't like
This
those.
is
Yeah.
something that's been going on.
Yes, it has. That's the only thing
and
I've
it's
done
something
though.
that people shouldn't be ashamed of if they want to do anything to their body or their face. This is all I've ever done. I ain't getting cut nowhere else.
No,
No,
that's
this is
all.
it.
And that was early. in
It
the
was.
early 80s.
Very.
Because people get nervous. They say it's addictive. Like once you get one, then you got to do
Child, I
something
didn't go
else. You got to
back.
do something
I
else.
think Michael got a little addictive, you know, but I didn't. I didn't go back.
He had nose problems, so you didn't have any problem like with.
He didn't.
Okay, maybe not.
It's just amazing how the industry standards of beauty seem like they've never changed.
Oh, I love
It's
that.
my baby.
That's amazing. It is.
So, y'all know about rhinoplasties and all of that. As somebody who benefits from featurism, I can't even begin to try to understand what it's like to have to deal with featurism. But looking at this Naomi story, I hope that it can be the voice that because I don't know what it's like to deal with featurism, but somebody like her does. And I hope this story helps those who suffer from maybe insecurities around their features, because the way she handled this, like with her grace, and I always say, beauty is not just on the outside. It's not. It's absolutely not. It starts on the inside first. Because you can be beautiful on the outside, ugly on the inside. And your looks don't even matter. Your looks are temporary. We're not gonna look like this forever. We're gonna age as we get older. We can maintain how we look and stay as good looking as possible, but we all are going to age. And you have to have a beautiful spirit, a beautiful mind. You have to be kind to, be a kind person, a good person. Because looks, they're not everything. They're just not. But women like Naomi, all I see is a beautiful Black woman. I love her energy. I just love everything about her from studying her story. So I hope this can encourage, other women who are feeling insecure or who are easily triggered or let other people's opinions of them get to them, to not allow them to have that much power over you, because that's all you're doing is giving that person so much power over you. And we can't let those people think they have that much power, because they don't. They're just trying to do that because they're feeling some type of way, so they want you to feel some type of way. It's like the hurt people thing. So you can't let it get to you, because then it'll be like a snowball effect. You'll start feeling upset, and then you'll maybe say things to somebody else that you may not even mean, but you gotta think about it. We're all doing this to each other. We're all hurting each other, and we may not mean it, but the other person might take it like the wrong way, and we'll be dealing with that for years. I remember somebody said to me over 15 years ago, and it took maybe 13 years for me to get that out of my head and to realize that's not true what they said about me. I'm not always going to be a baby mama. I am going to be somebody. That's what they said to me. They said I'm always going to be a baby mama. I'll tell y'all that story later, but yeah, you can't let people's opinions, because that's their job, is to bring you down. Hurt people, and we gotta keep that in mind, and to learn to love yourself. That's the key right there. Always learn to love yourself, because once you start to love yourself, you'll be a reflection. Other people will start to treat you the same. People will start to treat you better, start to like and love you. But if you don't love yourself, you'll get the opposite. We're all, projection. So, and that's all I really wanted to say on this video. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Thank you for listening.